The next shape we're given is this figure here. We want to figure out what shape is this, and we could probably already eliminate prism, right? It doesn't look like this last shape that we just did. Instead, our options would be pyramid, cylinder, cone, or sphere. Well, I know it's not a sphere. A sphere is a circle just in 3 dimensions. It's essentially a ball. It's not a cone or a pyramid because both a cone and a pyramid come to a point. That leaves cylinder. A cylinder has a circle as a base and it's kind of elevated through that circle, right? It's the same circle from the bottom to the top, right? That's kind of how you know it's a cylinder. Okay, so then let's figure out how we're going to find the volume of this figure. So the volume of a cylinder is pi, that little symbol right there, it's pi, times the radius to the second power times the height. Okay, so we have two variables that we need to find. And remember, it says to leave our answer in terms of pi. So let's look at the cylinder. The cylinder, we'll just draw the circle ourselves. Circle on top, circle on bottom, and then we kind of connect them through. It's not the best drawing in the world, but you know what? It's my drawing. Okay, so the radius is the distance from the center of the circle to the very edge. You see this is labeled here as 8 centimeters. And then the height is the distance from the top to the bottom. So these shouldn't be too bad to label, right? The only thing to know is that the radius, again, is the distance from the center of the circle to the edge. Okay, so now I could kind of fill in my information with what I know. We know that the volume is pi times the radius, which is 8 centimeters. So I'm just going to write 8 because I want to enter in too much into my calculator here. That's what I'm kind of doing. I'm preparing to put things into my calculator. So 8 squared times the height, which is 14. Okay, it says to leave our answer in terms of pi. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to put pi into my calculator. You'll see all I'm going to do is I'm going to do 8 to the power 2 times 14. And that gives me 896. So I'm going to write 896. But remember, I have to have that pi. So I'm just going to leave pi in my answer. Right? It's like saying we have 896 pies, is what we're saying. The units is centimeters, so we do centimeters cubed. So when I type this in on Go format, I'm going to do 896. If I actually hit the keyboard here, let me move my camera out of the way, it'll have pi down here. So I could do 896 pi, and then space, I'll do centimeters. It's good to include the units on these, especially even when you're doing with pi, just that way we know what type of measurements we're talking about here. But that is how we find the volume of a cylinder.